live here. Welcome to the Sugar House Casino.
One person to write an article now about what a dick my wife is doing.
That was a great
this is the
start,
kind of stuff
too.
that they send me this text right now just to get my ego
All right,
bigger.
everybody, we are live here at the Sugar House Casino, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Poker Night in America. Bringing it
Nice
to you
one.
here.
Save that for the camera.
Live stream
This is the one I just
TV
got.
tapings here in Philly. Of course, brought to you by 888 Poker as well.
President.
We're playing some cash game, kids. 25, 50 blinds.
Right before I'm ready to play.
Everybody's got the option to throw in a $100 straddle just for fun.
Other deck.
Buy-in minimum is $5,000, $20,000.
Send messages to
Max.
Give it to Glenn. Give it to Glenn.
We are on a 30-minute delay on the broadcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for
Send that to
joining
me
us.
now. Now I feel I'm big.
We're going to have another great time today. Boy, we had some wild action yesterday afternoon and evening, and we're going to be getting right back to it here. Mostly the same crowd. We'll have a couple of new faces coming into the building today to try and have a little fun this afternoon.
You know, the worst I ever played poker.
And let's
in my life.
go around the table. We'll let you know who's where.
So,
The man who is in, mostly has been a hot seat of this tournament. Chad Holloway is going to be in seat 1.
Save it for dinner.
Sean Deeb in seat
I don't want
3.
them slipping out. You know?
Alec Torelli is in seat 4. Phil Homey is seat 5. Karina Jet in seat 6. Dan Shank seat 7. Darren Elias in seat 8. And Esther Taylor Brady, she'll be Ite on the big board in seat 9. Deeb, Elias, and Torelli buying in for $20,000. Shaq for $15,000. Brady buying in for $10,000. Karina Jet buying in for $5,500. And Helmuth and Holloway,
Yeah, I have 20K.
the Wisconsin kids, buying in for
Can I
$5,000.
borrow like 5K?
There's 10.
Yeah.
20K.
And we are underway.
I want to play with big chips. I like big chips.
Raise 200.
Big chip player.
And just like that, Darren Elias under the gun is going to fire away right off the bat.
Thanks.
So I'm like, holy shit, Miranda kept up with me. Probably if I would have talked to him in the first place, he probably would have been that interested. You know? The fact that I blew by, trying to get to space.
And no one feeling frisky early on. Darren Elias will
Yeah, that's how it works.
win $75.
So then I wake up the next morning and my friend's like, Obama was in town last night. He asked how you're doing in that World Series. Right. And so
Melted 3 times.
just wanted to tell
I
everyone.
was,
Obama and
I didn't know it was starting
blah, blah, blah.
earlier than
And I
3,
played
so I got a call that I needed to be here in 10 minutes.
I never
so I
lasted
just
more than an hour in a single
Chad Holloway.
Oh, you left early.
Yeah,
That has been a
I
great
left
seat
before
for the
end
most
of
part.
the
Oh, wow.
Holloway
So
won about
ridiculous how ego
$15,000
affects us,
yesterday.
right? I
Day
laughed at
before,
myself.
Samantha Abernathy on the Ladies Night 2 tapings.
It's a good story to
Was the
add.
top winner of
It's
the
a good
day.
story to add because it's
Right?
dynamic. Yeah, for sure. Be right back.
That's exactly what I'll say.
150.
That's a good idea.
Only Aaron Overton has taken a hit in seat 1, a brutal one last
Hey.
night.
Sorry, I just got caught up.
Had kings against 8s. A $30,000 pot last night. Tom Schneider caught an 8 on the river.
Thank you.
Decided to dress down today compared to yesterday.
Otherwise, that's been a good
it's
spot
just like
to
another
sit.
day at the office.
I definitely want 5Ks.
What is
so
Poker News going to do this year? We're not doing live
like 25K and 5Ks.
daily recaps.
5 great
So
chips.
you're going to have a way smaller staff.
Well, 150.
Helmuth's been picking it up.
And then I'll do like 10K in orange.
Actually, 200.
That's only 4 gray though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, no, don't give me.
And don't forget, if you want to say hi to us, you can catch us on Twitter
And then I'll
at
take 10.
Poker Night TV. You can also say hi to
10
me
orange,
at
and
Mark
then-
Hoke Show.
4,500. You know, 4K in black.
Love to hear from you. Of course, we are on a delay, so
A purple
See it
and
right
a
away.
green.
or comment on
Thank
it
you.
right away, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for you.
Or one row of green. Yeah. And then 1 purple chip, right? 25, 35, 37, 39, 5. Yeah, 1 purple chip, and then I'm good.
Karina Jet.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a good day. Thank you.
That was your opening line?
Oh, are we live? I don't know. I was just being normal.
Nothing you do is normal.
True.
And Karina's going to get a raise to take it. Alec Torelli
Yes.
is finally
way
taking
back.
his seat. He is ready to
A
go.
long time
this
ago.
is
Before
5.
Before you were even.
Before I was even around?
$20,000.
Before you were even
Sitting in
yeah,
front of you.
exactly.
Even around that.
Please.
I forget how old you are. You Asian? No, you can never tell.
Here, let me take this back because I don't
I
want
had
to
to
keep
be
all these in my
anywhere from
pocket.
20 to
Are you
50.
straddling?
That's right.
Just had a great time with the cheesesteak
Yes,
guys
I'm
yesterday.
sure.
We had guys from Tony Luke's.
I gotta see what we're gonna wear.
Pat's and Gino's coming down to play yesterday. Terrific
Yes.
group of individuals for them. Had a lot of fun. They lost all their money, but they had fun.
You're looking at me just like it was the blind man's
Like you have
bluff.
nines on your head?
And Deeb has put the straddle on here.
So good. And we're all jealous of
300.
the ace ten of spades
Yeah.
on his head. I know I was.
300.
You have a nice hand. You have a 9-10 suited.
I know.
What?
When I'm
Ite
looking at
is
I know how
Is that
tight you
your
are.
dream spot?
ace 10, and
Me
she
out of
will
position
pick
with
it
a
up.
straddle?
Yeah, I know. I know what you
You're
have.
to my left.
Way
I
better
can
than when I-
raise, and you can probably fold. But
That game is sick.
We tipped up front. That was what that high card was.
Oh.
Did I lose again while I was gone?
No, I pulled a good card for you. The dealer pulls, you lose.
Tip for the
Safe.
high card and tip the dealer. So whoever draws the 2 high cards have to
I've got some rest. I needed it.
A certain amount or just whatever?
quarter each. 2 people.
They do hour-long downs for the dealers.
raise 200.
Chad, you owe me some chips. I plan on collecting.
I was wondering when you were going to bring that up.
I plan on collecting today.
All right,
I
Torelli's
took
going
a
to
little
raise this up.
sticker where they
And Shaq will
It's
make the
where the
call.
red part is.
It's the red.
Holloway's going to hang around there
They
too.
made it just for you.
Camera, I think.
Okay, okay.
It's like a spotlight.
I'll get it eventually.
Okay.
10 King 9.
400.
Chad and Alec both hit that. Shaq with the gut shot.
Go.
Are you okay, Chad? You're not winning now.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm down.
Way different than yesterday.
Chad gets out of the way. And now Torelli hits 2 pair.
Steaming Chad.
Sean, who's taking that seat?
This Russian kid we played with yesterday.
He's a lot of fun.
He was very
1100.
entertaining.
He what?
He's very entertaining.
He plays the Borgata sometimes.
They said like they don't. Yeah, he's from
Did you
here.
play yesterday?
It's just for like an
And
hour.
Alec is going to bet 1100 here.
He made fun of me for check raising him.
So when I left, did someone take the seat?
You weren't
Yeah, this Russian guy.
Raise
He was mad.
4,000.
And
Mad that
Sorry, 3,100.
he was mad
3,100.
that
a
you
raise.
weren't in the game anymore.
Wow.
He talked
So
about
Dan
he's supposed to have
Shack has
millions of
popped
dollars
this
but
up
he's
with
doing
air.
20 by 50 game and not rebuying. So I'm sure he'll have some needles for you.
Go.
Torelli will call.
Heads up.
And a 4 of diamonds.
Check. Check.
Torelli's going to show the winner. Dan could have just given me the $3,000.
Your ego should be hurt. You just chose to not straddle and then Phil Hungry snap straddles behind you.
with the fourth of the chips. Everybody's got a style. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about it, but
Probably just want a bigger pot.
yeah.
Do we have a straddle for Phil there? Maybe. Let's see.
I don't know about that. Just probably check fold the flop when he raises. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I 3-bet.
I mean, we've seen you fold a set of nines, so what's a pair of nines when you have a set of nines?
Yeah, that's true.
Straddle, 1 to go.
Call with a pair, fold a set. Better strategy. When you have a set, someone always has something. It's so weird. You know?
I never have a set.
Like you never
period.
bluff catch
Yep,
with a
Phil
set.
did
You have
straddle.
I disagree. I've seen too many people just draw dead when I have a set.
All the way around to Holloway with the
That's
eights.
so overrated.
300.
In No Limit, you always lose money.
I'm a 5-card hand man. Coming from
I'm
open
sorry,
face,
Esther
I
Taylor
love
Brady
You
rolling.
win
is
so much
raised
money,
here.
more money with one pair than you do with sets. It's
King
unbelievable.
Queen Holloway is going
The
to
sets
come
you
around
never
there
fold,
with
and
the
then
eights.
you're like beat half the time, you know. But with one pair, you can fold, and then you could just make better decisions. You know, it's like
I don't know, I played one
weird.
pair really bad.
Hellmuth with a King 6.
I played one pair pretty bad too. God, that hand was so tilted. I can't believe I'm such an idiot.
Phil will make the call. Holloway ahead as we go to the flop.
That was fun.
I really thought that. I was like,
Mr.
so, like,
Taylor
see if it's
Brady.
gonna
Did
Did you
work.
find out what I had that in?
No.
King high flush.
I don't know what you had either. That's
I
fine.
King 10 off, whatever.
Well, yeah,
Because of the
your
two
hand is much less
overcards.
relevant.
Flush
than
draw
mine.
actually
you insta fold.
has the best chance to win the
your hand
hand.
is
You can
always,
see by the percentages up there.
I don't know, king high or something.
That's a donk bet, but there's no donkey bomber here.
Donk.
So
You know what a donk bet is?
Huh?
Call a race and lead
tell
out.
you.
Phil has bet
So do my
500.
hand.
Yeah, but your hand's
Nothing?
like obvious, you know. I don't gain any
Voting for
information
five.
from your hand.
You were not bluffing.
Unless you have two kings, then I gain some information.
I would have probably tanked both good games.
Call.
Maybe.
I thought you would believe I check back and over on that board.
Unless I wasn't bluffing, and then I don't care what you have.
And Chad gets
That's
out
what
of
I'm
the way
saying.
there.
Like, you thought, stick that line. You thought I had something. Check.
And Esther
Oh, I'm
Taylor
always
Brady
gonna
has
take that line, right?
hit
What
the
am I
nut
gonna do?
flush.
Bet.
And Phil's going to check it off.
Bet is fine, I guess.
Let's see if Ite. And she's going to reach for some chips here.
Check.
1250.
No, you're a little weak, huh?
Probably should
And she'll bet 1250.
It's too bad I have air here.
No, just now. Yeah, probably.
And ship it over to Ite.
I hope if I read everybody
Yeah, 'cause I'm
perfectly
like,
today, I can
what are you gonna
actually
do,
slice up
call
the
and
table
blank
and win
river?
like 25,000. It would be nice.
Well,
Just to know what they have every hand, tell them what they have every hand.
Yeah.
I still lost yesterday.
It's like 10K behind.
I couldn't put him on 5-6 suited in that hand.
I don't know, maybe he did.
Dan?
He played
The pot's
small
already like
diamonds all day.
8,000, you know. I guess.
Obviously, he's
I
the
don't-
only one I would lose the chips to, too. Had to be
Sucks
exactly
when he has Queen
donkey
Jack
kong.
though.
Yeah, that's why
And then you lose.
Oh, that's a person?
I look forward to like I think he'll play me heads up. I think we'll have a fun match. Meet him in Vegas, play for a couple days.
Tom Schneider, he's fucking.
Oh,
really good
Pontifications of Phil
shorthand.
Hellmuth.
I want to play him for a couple days and see
Raise
how we do.
125.
Just a gamble. He's very
Who's
good.
this?
I'm gonna get Donkey Bomber
Raise
and I are gonna have a
400.
little match.
He likes torture. He just likes talking to people.
You're gonna play him heads up?
Four?
That'll be fun.
Call.
I think it's a good idea.
Coming from the professional against the amateur, it's usually said. Yeah.
But he's tough, man. He's not gonna. Like,
He's probably tougher heads up than he is, and you know, he's probably way tougher like three-handed. His style is going to be way harder to play against. I'd still play him heads up. What's this side?
500.
And again, I just like.
Boy, and Phil has decided to come out today super aggressive. Chad Holloway got him with a jack deuce yesterday, and that really set him off. Chad may have a second chance here. Oh. And Phil Hellmuth gets away with one there.
heads up, no limit, deep stacks fun. I think.
Yeah, it's the best game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mono and mono, you know?
Maybe like seven-handed full ring deep stack is just as fun. Seven-handed poker.
I kind of like 7 too, or 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8. But it's not 7 or 8's not fun if everybody's not deep, because then it's like changes the game. It's more fun if everybody's really deep.
Agreed.
It's a good poker game. But heads up's fun because you don't have to be
Wait,
patient.
it's 200.
Really, you can play every hand.
Man, Darren Elias gonna raise it up with a king 5
So
of
do you know the
diamonds.
rules we're playing under?
550.
Wait till she's out.
How much
Hannah.
did she have?
Taylor Brady has
How much did you buy?
pushed it up with a 7-6 of hearts. And hello. Alec Torelli with the queens. But interesting that he's going to be facing a raise and a re-raise here. He's pretty much got these guys crushed. Wow, and Torelli lets the queens go.
Should get paid, but I know.
Come.
What rules?
Well, I'll tell you after the hand.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm going to interrupt you.
Darren Elias
Play
will
your
make
hand
the
and then I'll
call.
Check.
I
Elias will
forgot to
check.
tweet out where I send people to
Oh,
Poker
it's
Night
big.
America.
Really? That's
For this?
yeah. I like studying. I like just like
The whole table.
learning situations and stuff.
Situations
He
will
takes
never
some
come up
serious
again.
respect here.
Yeah, but it's not about the people. It's just about just like random shit.
And she'll pick that up with a 7-6, and Alex
No, it
really
didn't. It
Oh,
was
okay.
just like we've been playing that everyone in the game doesn't
Let
get
the
hand
queens
updates
go.
from people. So just keep it even playing because like we
Oh,
could all get
okay.
it texted like in 30 minutes what everyone had. So just keep the open dynamic. And
If you
letting-
get a hand, if you get information about what somebody had, you have to tell everybody.
Yeah, just share it.
Oh, I
We've
just
been
don't-
sharing.
I just
Yeah,
don't-
someone like tweets at you a hand like you're on your
Well,
phone.
sometimes
so-
you're going to see. You'll see it.
It's
if
like
you-
inevitable, right?
I
Like
mean, it's inevitable sometimes.
Oh,
if you're
just tell
tweeting.
everyone?
Yeah.
But try not to get the information.
What? Get Donkey Bomber in here. Come on.
Look
try
at
not
that
to, yeah, but
outfit.
if you do, you have to tell everybody.
Oh, just heard on the floor. It sounds like Tom Schneider is going to be coming in here with
I
me.
heard you got it all in with like
The-
got most of your money in with eight.
Phil is begging for Tom to come to the table. Of course, they had a couple of confrontations
And
last
by
night.
the way, I'm ready for some. Let's meet and we'll play some heads up. I'm ready for you. And I know
I'm
you
a
want
little
to play.
nervous about the jacket coming in here.
I'll be in
I'm gonna have
Vegas
to
this
get the shades
weekend
on.
if you want to put in some hours with me. Like 25, 50.
Irish
Raise
style.
I want you guys both to
50,000.
sell me a piece, but you can't discuss the other one. How much I have of each of you.
150.
I don't
We'll
even
have
know.
fun.
I don't even know.
It'll be a good match.
Purple, right?
So whenever
That's
you
why
want,
I wanted.
whenever
I
you
don't
want,
have
you
to
can
pick.
come
I'm gonna
find
think
me.
about
I'm
it.
ready.
It depends what the stack sizes are.
No, I kind of want one.
I might take it. I mean, how big are the stacks when you guys
Not
play?
have to
How many?
grab
How
so many
deep?
chips.
Like if you play
We'll
50,
play
100.
25, 50, and
How
we'll
much-
have like 20,000.
Okay.
in front of us.
Oh, that.
I don't know who I would take a piece of.
You probably shouldn't bet on me. I've only
Deep
made
Jen.
20 million playing Hold'em.
Excuse me, Deep's 5'9".
Yeah, exactly.
dangerous
I'm
player
like,
to play
I'm
heads
like,
up.
my hands are
Yes.
shaking because I
Oh,
don't know
for
how
sure.
to like.
Oh, he's going to suck out a number of times. But it's not. I don't
but
think
he's
it'll
getting-
be-
he's
I don't
getting
think
a
it'll
good-
be enough.
Yeah, but you get a good price to suck out when you have 20K, because if you suck
Or
out, you win the last
limit.
15.
Or limit
Right,
cookies.
but
That's
I'm
the
not.
problem.
But everything will be adjusted. I'll just be looking at him in the eyes all day. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it'd be a good match. I would like to watch.
It'll be a good match for sure. It'll
This
be
is
a good
good.
match.
Nice little mix.
And Deep will make
Why
the
can't-
call.
I'm ready anytime you're in Vegas. Text me anytime you're in
A little
Southern
behind there,
California.
Boulder.
We'll do it in Phoenix.
Going to the
550.
You got me.
card.
I know you want. I know you've always wanted to play me heads up.
Straight
I'm
for
ready.
both of them. So that 9 will come
Our
through.
play
casinos in
deep.
Vegas? Phoenix?
Talking stick.
That's a casino. Oh, there you go. Well, it said resort. I don't know. Could be a golf course. No idea.
It is a golf course
Well, there you go.
and casino.
I'll come get you, Tom.
Raise 1800.
Straight.
Call.
And a raise and a call, and they're going to chop it up.
Shot up the 3-4 clubs this hand.
I want to know what she had. Fuck's sake. I wonder if she just has like 2 10.
You should have shit. You're supposed to say ace high.
It's hard to play when you don't know what people think, you know?
By the way, just saw some news come over, and we want to wish everybody, especially a lot of my friends down in Baltimore, all the best with the riots that are going on down
No,
there.
she's supposed to say A side.
The Horseshoe Casino, which is pretty close to M&T Stadium, has announced that they're going to be opening at 8
It's all about
at
perceived
9
hand.
p.m.
You're supposed to say it's
to
good.
avoid all the trouble out there. So guys, stay safe
how
down there
high,
in
like-
Baltimore.
No, it's good.
Stay out of that
Oh,
mess.
do you have the 9 or
The 9 or the high end or low
Okay,
end.
the jacket wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It looked worse on TV. Tom's coming in here. Give me 1 second. We're going to get Tom all set up.
Raise
Oh,
150.
the slow rolls on, Sean?
Are you kidding me?
Yes, obviously.
You're never gonna be able to slow roll me because you're
I
never gonna have
know.
the best hand.
Yeah, you're right.
At least I'm never gonna think you don't have the best hand, so it's
Love it.
also gonna be tough for you to slow roll.
Heads up.
Another ace 9 off for you.
Which is the nuts against you.
She did have me dominated.
I mean, what are we?
$225.
Hello? I'm playing. Hello? Hello?
Probably have 5-7 then.
Got one of my cards right.
All right, and the Irish Donkey Bomber.
I know 5s are in your wheelhouse.
Surprised you weren't wearing that last night.
Five.
That
Must feel
big
like the
hand
handcuffs are
got a
off.
little
Donkey
lucky on
Bomber's
that
not on
last
your
night.
left anymore. I think
thing on?
Alex
That
is
thing's
more
on?
handcuffed than Donkey Bomber.
Yeah, I did get a little lucky.
Yeah, but you're raising
It's not
my
really
hat.
much
I had a
competition
method
compared
to
to
my
him.
madness, but mostly it's
He's
madness.
tough, man. He plays every hand. How the
Oh,
fuck
you
do you
played
know what
great
he has?
last night. Phil is still
hard when
steaming.
people play a lot
He
of
wants
hands.
to. He's looking for a heads-up
Yeah,
game
yeah,
or
no,
something. What's
yeah.
going on?
He missed a
It's
lot.
still
and-
steaming.
Have you? I mean,
He wants to
you've
heads
done
up
really
match
good.
me
principle,
anywhere,
like you keep
anytime.
getting to put all his
I'll
money in.
broadcast
No, I'm
it.
saying like yes, I
bet you
had no
would.
hand.
Yeah,
in
we
it.
did.
It's a good line.
I would love to do that.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like.
But a great night
he's a
for
type
you
player, if
last
he gets
night.
a lot, then it's just gonna be
What'd you
tough.
end up
He's
at?
in position on you.
Up right around 20.
That's not bad.
No, it's okay. It makes Philly a really pleasant place, despite it already being unpleasant.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Oh,
increased its pleasantness. It's really cool here. I have a beautiful overlooking the river,
Nice.
so it just added to the ambiance.
Got it.
I don't hear many people say Philadelphia and Pleasant in the same sentence.
Oh, it's awesome.
Now, if I love Philly, of course, I'm from Pennsylvania. I love Philly. You kidding me?
It looks so comfortable.
5 players.
Like you're just like thinking about how much
Let's take a
money
look
you're
at what's going on here on the table real quick. 5 players to this flop. Chad hits the flush draw, or straight flush draw for Chad. Also got a pair. Oh, that's always nice to have that luxury. Straight draw for Esther Taylor Brady. Elias hit a pair. Karina's going to get out of there. Dan Shack throws the ace king away.
1-2, R8, R8, 1-2, R8, R8, SR, SR, 1-2, 1-2, and 1-3.
And Aaron Elias has made the call. We'll go over to Ite Esther Taylor Brady.
That's a cool name.
You know, it kind of works too. You just have Ite on it. Of course, she final table event at the Borgata, WPT event at the Borgata just a little while ago.
Straight draw folded.
Yeah.
Now she wishes she hadn't.
Check.
So Elias now gets a flush draw. This Chad with 2 pair.
Check.
And Elias gets there. Fortunately, not a big pot. Kept this under control for Chad.
Imagine had Ite played with a straight, picks up the straight, and then gets rid of by a flush if it's possible.
Oh, that would have been a little rough. Interesting situation for Chad here.
It's a very difficult call. 7 beats him, clubs beat him, aces up beat him.
Actually, kind of hard to put him on the hand that he actually has.
Well, that's for sure. But it's hard to think of a hand that he stayed in with.
Flush.
Oh, and Chad has made the call, and Darren Elias is going to pick that pot up.
What happened on this turn? Keep that. Check, check.
I thought you had a flush draw with the other flush draw.
So Chad off to a little bit of a shaky start this morning, or this afternoon. It's a poker morning.
Yeah, it's morning. 3 o'clock this morning for poker.
Exactly.
The Aruba tournament with it, 10-7 hearts. I've legitimately never folded it in my life.
So Ite, tell me a little about Ite.
Well, Esther Taylor Brady, they're just fairly new on the big time scene for everybody. I just got introduced to us made a final table for the WBT at the last Borgata series. And people are just kind of starting to get to learn who she is. She did cash. I just got to meet her down at Seminole Hard Rock. I believe she cashed in the main event down there. Had a nice run. This will be the first time I've seen her play, though. So you're going right along with me, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
Easy.
I folded my house so much in the last 2 days.
Oh, with that hand against another hand. You should.
Raise it taken for Alec Torelli. Yeah, he missed Phil's early tangent.
Hopefully with that hand
Pretty much
against me,
declared that he's going to run this table over today.
Is that right?
With that hand against almost
He makes a lot of
anybody.
declarations.
He
Is
does.
the live stream up?
No, it hasn't been 30 minutes yet.
To call, you got to be pretty
We're still probably doing
ambitious.
the leg.
I've not hit the 30-minute delay, but it'll be short now.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. Thank you.
Yeah, Phil called me out. He wants to play heads up anywhere, anytime.
Did he just text you?
Got it.
No, he when I walked by the table.
Okay.
Told him that he was ready.
Well, I got you on that. So let me know.
Raise 300.
Alec Torelli with the 10s. Shaq with 7s.
Re-raise 1,000.
Wow, Darren Elias coming in there with an ace-3. Chad with jacks. Ooh, we're going to see a little fireworks on this one, I think.
Should be awesome. The tough thing about Chad is he does play so tight that Alec will give him a lot of
All in.
And Chad has gone all in.
3,300.
Do you like the all in on that, or would you rather see him make just call that?
I like it. And his chip stack, I think, is a good size. It's a dangerous hand. He had two people behind players behind him.
3,200.
3,200.
Nice hand there.
And Chad will take the hand down.
I will say this: Alec makes pretty.
You were gonna call this shove? You know, Darren called me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That fold yesterday with the 9s was incredible.
It was amazing. I don't have that in me. I'm just not that good.
You got him to
He's-
fold the
he's
hand
a much
eventually.
better
The guy
player
called
than me.
for, but
I think I would hope to be racing though. I mean, I didn't have
Ace
that.
queen?
No, I had a pair.
I'm not Phil Shirt. What would Phil do?
Some people would go the opposite way. I would not. I'd trust Phil Holmes.
Stratus?
In a poker game, I'll
In a poker game, I'll trust Phil.
Certainly
I guess
calling
straddling
it
is bad when there's 5.
And let me get your perspective a little bit on seeing guys, like Chad, who we all know, but is fairly new to playing a situation like this. We had a few new guys come into the table last night too. When you see players like that come in, what is your approach to people like that?
900.
Re-raise
Well,
900.
it's not always accurate, but I do try to understand the type of personality they have and how much they understand poker. Chad's been writing about poker.
So that was your wife I sat
playing
down
a
with
lot.
that. She said the first thing anybody said to me when I said, you need a
So I
patch
know
to play
that
one
he
for
knows
you.
Yeah.
how to play, but I figured
she likes this shit, dog.
because
That's why we get along well.
Understanding the bankroll,
that was
people
your
make
wife.
money.
It makes sense.
So, yeah, of course it's 20 people are just berating me.
A couple of them just really
Yeah,
haven't played much poker.
leave one
so
deep and
they
done
didn't
another one.
understand what a strong
Same
thing
shit.
was. And so I had to adjust my strategy against them.
I gave her a hard time. I was
Chips didn't
like,
wanna go in.
The one person's gonna write an article about the show. She's like, I had a great time on the show, but after the game, 1-3, and some asshole's wife just.
She raised me too, first hand.
Nobody with ace.
I had a good tweet because I only won like 500 in the game, and she won like 200 in 1-3. I was like, yeah. She almost had a better day than me. She played like 1/3 of the time.
Chat.
I tried to watch the stream. I got accidentally
Yeah.
installed with the internet and I wasn't good enough.
Well, Phil has taken a definite different approach today. He's really opened it up.
800.
Yeah.
I just can't see how Esther's going to stay in this hand anymore.
Oh yeah. Just not as fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
like
will
last
let
time
it
we
go.
did it, everyone was 10K.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a later in the day type of thing.
I mean,
I don't care about the money really. It's
Yeah, I
it
still.
just makes the
And
game
help
not
you
fun.
some.
Yeah. It's like, I don't-
Is he?
There we go. Up $1,175 to start the day.
It's possible he requested
Yeah,
that,
that's
you
true.
know, like that
It gets
I
people
not
deep.
play.
They can just go to our homepage and go.
Can we just clear the table and get this game
The
going
best thing
right
to do
now?
is
Exactly.
have someone write a tweet and everyone retweet it. So.
I'm doing it.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess let's just all retweet Phil's tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the
It's
easiest.
not PokerNightInAmerica.com, by the way. PokerNight.com. Okay.
I did check out.
I'm just gonna
PokerNightAmerica.com
retweet.
last
Did you
night.
send it,
On
Phil?
Twitch, yes.
Some guy has it. Some guy
Twitch
has
TV.
it.
It's
Yeah.
Poker Night TV is the channel there.
Did you? Oh, you're sending it now. I'll
Website,
just retweet
Poker
his.
Night.
I'm sending out at Poker Night TV, but you'll have a link from there, right?
Should not have at Poker Night as your first thing, because they're the only people who follow you.
That's how
See,
I just
yeah,
have
we're
one
following
face.
that.
Put a dot before
Will you
that.
get me one of those
Playing in a- yeah, no,
Oh,
he didn't.
types
Oh,
of
he didn't
codes?
open it.
Yeah, he didn't open.
Yeah, just something, you know, it doesn't have to be that one,
Not this
but
one.
just something cool.
That's right.
All
Make
right.
a big
Is that
raise
me?
this time.
I love them all. I mean, just pick one out that you
raise
think
it
will
down?
fit my
Or don't.
personality.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, God.
How come glances
See Phil's other card.
all right.
Snap call. Ooh. Scary.
What does that mean, though? I mean, I could have like ace deuce.
175.
Check.
Good hand.
Okay.
So Phil and this,
Could easily have two hearts here. You could have two nines. You could have a 9.
Yeah.
We don't see.
450.
Looks like a flush as fast as he
Is ace deuce still good?
Phil, can we see your cards again?
My God, you guys ask a lot.
We do. 450 was the bet by card. Thank you. Your card.
so 1575 in the pot. Still haven't gotten Phil's mystery card there. They're going to check it
Queen
off.
high.
So Phil doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot. Esther Taylor with the ace queen.
I should have just raised you right away. I figured I'm due to hit one.
And it looks like Phil's bluffing days,
I got a little greedy.
at least for now, are over.
Did we see this?
Sorry, I'm like
Nope, but he couldn't
Little
beat an
greedy.
ace high.
driving a meal over here.
I figure I'm just gonna let you bluff it off, and I'm gonna make it. And let you bluff again.
I wasn't bluffing.
By chance throw this? Yeah, there's like a fridge there. I just have like a bunch of stuff in there. Thank you so much.
Gotta love it. Of course, we're
great.
here
Thank you so much.
at the
This is
Sugar
great.
House in
Come
Philadelphia.
on, you don't need glasses. You played fine.
Poker Night in
No, I
America
was
live
kidding.
stream. Last day of the TV tapings here at
Never
Sugar
gonna
House.
fight, okay?
First 2 days were outstanding at Ladies Night
No,
2 on
logic
day
can
1
always
here.
win the fight against.
Just
Yesterday,
And
the
I'll admit I'm
Battle of
wrong.
the Cheese
But
Steaks
that's
Just
why.
making
That's
a friendly joke.
and the
That's
Donkey
why I
Ball
win
are
so many.
making a
That's
lot
why I
of
win
money.
so many arguments at the table. Whenever I'm
Now
wrong,
we
I
come
admit
back
right
with
away I'm wrong.
Phil's
You're
very
right.
quick.
Fairly close to the
I
same
admit
one.
Were we
immediately.
arguing? I don't think we were arguing.
Go.
Well, tell me when you're done talking. I'll make my point.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
She's
That's
not
why
done.
all these arguments I have at the.
I'm
That's
never
why.
done
That's why.
talking.
That's why.
Three players.
That's why when I'm at the table, I win so many arguments, or other people sometimes they step into it. They get emotional. They don't have to get emotional. If I'm wrong, I see it right away. I say I'm wrong. But when they're wrong, it goes into a long, drawn-out thing, and everybody at home is like, they're wrong, they're wrong, they're wrong, but they get emotional. I
300.
can't help it.
I actually saw you do that at the World Series last year.
I have to do it. I'm not trying to do it, but if people are stupid, I can't
you
help
gave
it.
a guy $100 and signed it and said you were wrong.
That's legendary. That's really
No, you
cool.
did.
That's pretty awesome. That's
I'm
really
wrong
cool.
a lot, is the truth. So, but I'm also
Can I
good
get a
at
signed
admitting.
$100
You said
bill
you
every
were-
time you're wrong?
You said you were mean to him and you gave him $100.
But I'm
and
also
signed it.
really good at admitting I'm wrong. So.
Yeah, you admitted it.
Yeah, was it this year you got
I'm
in the big
agreeing
fight
with
where
you,
you
saying
called the guy
that-
stupid, or was that last
That's
year?
kind of cool.
Well, there's always
I know
somebody.
you're in his spot.
There's always
Just
somebody.
say that you're
Okay,
not
buddy.
emotional.
I'm story about my
Like I will like he has
You
a
go
story
back
and then they'll back it
This
up.
year or
Like,
last
he's
year,
gonna like tell
went on a
everyone.
tirade about someone being stupid.
You look at the last 20 years of poker, and am I
don't-
emotional? Of course. But you look at whenever I'm arguing with somebody,
But this wasn't an argument.
and you've been at the table with me. You've probably seen me admit I'm wrong 100 times. But the point is, my logic lets me know right away. All right, you're wrong, and then I just say I'm sorry and move on. But when they're wrong, they get emotional and it escalates, which is human nature.
Is that
For
true?
most people that aren't very smart.
Was that statement
No, I
true?
can see your card.
Heavy sigh.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, was it ace 3 off?
I got a good read on that.
Would have called you for sure.
It's been
I
fun
actually
watching
had a name
Kareem
hand.
sitting
You live
next
out
to
in the Bay
Phil
Area.
from yesterday.
Holding ace 3.
All right,
It's
so
like she's
Poker
sitting
Nights
next to a
in America.
teenager and just rolling her eyes up all the time. It's beautiful.
PokerNight.com.
Check.
Phil is fun to listen to.
Absolutely. We got a
Did he
hand.
say that I can't help if you're stupid? Is that what he said? Something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's a great line.
And Shaq here with third pair. Deep just managed to catch a piece of his of this flop with the 6. And this is a classic Sean Deeb fire away spot, but he'll slow it up.
He's got kids now.
Oh, good point.
Check. Check.
And he will check it down. So
I have a pair.
I do too.
Yours is probably higher. No, probably
6,
not.
7. It was
Probably.
close.
No, definitely not.
it was almost like they were ashamed to flip
10-7?
their
Oh, that
cards
was the
over.
Dan Jack slow roll?
I can't say.
I sell the 10.
Said he had 5. I had 5.
When you have the bottom pair, how can I slow roll it?
Put you on 5, 7. I was a little bit off.
That was a slow roll, Dan.
No, I was ready to slow roll him, but
Yeah,
he
I-
turned-
This one up.
it actually was a little slow because I thought you had deuces, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, of course. When you
Time.
said
Thank you
yours
for
has
having
to.
me.
Are you in third pair?
You
I
had
was
the
trying
nuts.
to. I was a.
It was a good slow roll.
It was actually you actually did it. I believe I had one for about
It was a good
2
slow
seconds.
roll.
My first
Well, he
attempt
got
at a
deuces.
slow roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Of
saying.
course, once again,
Well
we
done.
are live out here at the Sugar House. Got dealer change coming in,
Hi, Glenn.
which means the button will be
Oh, okay.
should be changing, or maybe not.
Hey, try to eat quick.
Haven't you guys been doing that out there where you dealer change the button?
I never have to pay.
Were they changing the button on you guys? No. Okay.
Oh, wait, I do have to pay. Jesus,
There
sorry.
it is.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Drawing for
I
the
just saw
button.
an 8. I was like,
Dan, we gotta
I
be
mugged.
late.
Oh no, they're not drawing.
I was like, how am I paying them?
Oh, tip the dealer. Excuse me.
I knew I was in trouble.
Well, then I sounded pretty stupid
ready yet,
yesterday.
Phil?
Anyway, $25.50 cash game, $5,000 buy-in.
Too many name players.
Max
No, I
buy-in
can't. I can't. It's hard to,
20,000.
like-
30-minute delay.
Too many to name.
Green chips 25, the blacks 100, the purples 500,
They got
orange
some of the mentions. That's why the
$1,000.
fourth name we're gonna read
Okay, I sent.
Trying to beat all these weapons.
Pretty exciting lineup today too. Chad Halloween C1, it's got 4,650 back. Sean Deeb in C3, 19,350. He
By the
bought
way, I
in
had
for 20.
9-4 last hand.
Alec Torelli in
So you might not have
C4.
seen
He
my
bought
card.
in
No, well, I mean,
for
I could see like
49ers.
the way you peel, like
I live in the Bay
Helmuth
Area.
bought in for 5.
49ers
He's
is a significant hand now.
53.75. Kareem Jet in seat 6. Bought in for 5,500. She's at 51.50. Dan Shack bought in for 15. He is now at 10,825. Darren Elias bought in for 20. He's at 19,625. And Esther Taylor Brady Ite
They read 1,500.
bought in for 10,000. She has now 11,575.
Tens and a heart, I thought we were calling it a flush draw. So I was like, and you did have a flush draw.
Oh, we got some fireworks going over here.
Two players.
And Alec Torelli is not buying what Sean Deeb's selling. Even though he's ahead, sure doesn't feel like it right now with a pair of
No,
deuces
sure
on that
doesn't.
board.
That's a tough board to continue. What a great opportunity for Deeb to bet here.
Check.
That should take it down by either one of these players.
Yeah, Deeb bet it. Deeb did check it, so Torelli's gonna have a chance to take control of the hand.
Check.
Check, check. Check, check.
Well, both check it off. We'll get a 4 hearts. So now Deeb gets the flush draw too. Should be the green light for him, I would think.
I had it here.
Big bet from Deeb, and Torelli says no thanks.
Pretty good board too, right?
You can play more hands out since you're in position.
It's only open and through that. I should have got in there.
Good bet.
And Button will go over to
Got a little
Dan
something
Shack.
there?
That's
No,
not hard.
something. He had the Matt Brady. The Matt
She was telling me
Brady.
how good the hand is, and then I folded.
I told him it's an unfoldable hand. He still folded.
Had a lot of fans out there in the Twitterverse chat all the way last night.
I'll bet you did.
The poker news people. Just nothing better to do.
I got 5 bets.
You know?
He's a nice guy.
Also,
I mean, the support that he had, you mentioned he won,
Had a really good
won the
three.
employee bracelet 2 years ago. Amazing. That was one of the best rails you could have ever
I
imagined.
believe that. I believe that.
everyone knows you're tilted now. They're all gonna call you.
It's usually what happens when I lose $500.
1,500.
Yeah, 15.
How do you even forget?
I don't know.
You're just adjusting. You assume it's like Hong Kong dollars. You're already in your head, always converting down.
Yeah.
Now, and Elias
That's true,
looking
it's
with
real
an ace
money,
queen here and 4 callers.
I don't usually tilt that much.
This is a good spot to put in about 700, 800.
800.
Very nice, sir.
Oh, we
Bet
got one
800
guy here
on
playing
Elias.
like a tournament. It's like it's a tournament. Straight bet, straight
That's
bet.
you. The guy with the short stack.
No, I wouldn't have called a race with this in a tournament.
Man, that didn't take long to clear the field. It's up to Dan Shack.
Man.
Got E-Feds. They don't like people getting on show.
There you go. By the way, you guys had a lot of limping yesterday.
There was a lot of limping.
Yeah, what was going on with that?
I don't know. I did a lot of it too. I liked to limp when there was a straddle going because it's a weird spot because
Alright,
people
straddle's
are
up.
afraid that you're limping with a big hand, hoping that, because it's a straddle and a limp, I don't know, it's kind of a good spot to limp, I think.
How do you go like
What do I know?
12 hours
People
without eating?
would not say that.
How do you go 12 hours without
Hey,
eating?
you walked out with the money last night.
Dinner break.
I always have it.
You look at me. Do you think I go
Great.
3 hours without eating ever?
Crazy.
I raise all my straddles.
There's an
For
open
the,
seat out
for the
there.
fans.
There is. We are waiting, I believe, for
isn't for the
Akeem
fans.
Akimov, the Russian.
We are.
Kind of have it.
But Phil has to be
always have it.
steaming with
I'll
me
make it
sitting
sooner
in
than
here
going nothing.
Oh.
and an open seat. He wants me so bad.
I think you should text Needle.
Gotta have like 15%.
Just shoot him a text real quick and see what he says.
I'll take the over. Come on.
I gotta have something.
3 players.
I'm not like this guy just bombing it away with 4 people behind when he can't even see his card. Raising the hijack like it's his job, you know? Check.
Check.
Does anybody want something to drink?
All right, it'll be Holloway, Elias,
take a water, please.
Torelli. No one interested in that flop.
Check.
Check.
Are you camera shy? Hi. Give me 18 back.
Can I get
Take 2 of those actually.
2 Fijis as well, please?
Darren Elias is reaching for some
Thank
chips
you.
here.
600.
He will fire with the 4-6.
Yeah.
I drank a lot of water.
That's fine. All right.
Yeah, can I get 2 Fijis too? Just room temperature. Oh yeah, thank you.
And Chad calls with the flush draw and bottom pair. And Torelli was second pair. He's going to get out, so now Darren Elias is going to have to try and set up a bluff unless he hits that 5 ball. And what do you know, but it's the 5 of clubs. So Elias hits the straight, Holloway hits the flush. Chad has spent 900.
What a miracle card
Yeah.
that was. That's pretty sick.
That's about the craziest card
That's
we could
the
have got.
only
on
card
that.
that makes them both the hand. One card in the deck that sets him up in that situation. I just sent Phil a text saying you have to be steaming with an open seat in the game and me sitting just 50 feet away.
There you go. And that's a really tough spot for Elias here too, because the way Chad typically plays, you'd probably put him on a king, or maybe hit 2 pair or something like that.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
Does anybody else probably raise?
Right. And Chad Holloway will win.
Wow. Chad's been running like
a couple $1,000.
for 2 days. Wow.
I'm glad Chad's my friend.
Yeah.
Especially this week.
This week's a good. You might get a free
This
meal.
doesn't look like a rush.
Maybe. Yeah, I doubt
I
it.
know, he was a bit late.
Phil checks his phone.
He's going to be first.
You got a flush, right?
It's not a fair trade. We did not approve.
Ball big?
What do you,
Straight 20.
20,000?
He always has a flush.
Big one.
But I might not fold.
Rattles back on.
900. Maybe he has like king queen once. Fucking knows.
Get you with his
Rattles up.
That's not accurate.
Sick. It feels like he just always has.
Who is it?
I have no idea. We'll find out.
Try it.
Dan's way more action.
Strategy.
Can I take a couple waters?
Raise every time I lose.
Gajin. Gajin, excuse me. Yep, that's right. Yes, Gajin Jaganathan
Add on. We always have
hopped in there.
And I
400. You're big blind. Thank you.
Playing limp to
He was
start?
trying to move you guys
Fucking
around
raise,
last
I
night
always
for a
lose.
while.
No, no,
and
no,
slowed it up.
Yeah.
Limp so I could call. Don't get that out of the pot. Maybe she didn't know. Check.
Check.
Phil needs to check his phone.
Yeah.
Unless I don't have it right.
475.
He might have changed it on you after last night.
He might have blocked me.
I can hand it if you need me to pass cross. For you, Chad?
Yeah.
And E-Tail picked that one up.
2 of them?
So Gajin
Try the Phil
Jaganathan.
This weekend.
Trap with a big pair.
Limp with a big pair and then
I might change my name
Check
to
fold.
the second, though.
It'll match the coat.
Usually works.
This is Shamrock 2.
Problem is
You
you
know,
can't hit
it's-
sets and lose. You know
It's
that?
peppy. It's got a little extra step to it.
Yeah.
Cheaper today, like, if you go, don't go on the strip unless you
limped in the 1 hole. They didn't believe me.
Oh, really?
I did flop queens full against Sean. I didn't lose
the
that
biggest
one.
track.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just so tilted I called the river that hand.
Sure.
I called too quickly. I thought I was getting
150.
I could have ace jack easily there.
Yeah.
Not when you make it 25-50. You always have.
Where do you think it's from?
You bet like
Only Brady
600.
hasn't
Bet 500.
hesitated to get into this.
Not that big. Not that big of a raise.
Very active
20
so
minutes.
far today.
5x my bet.
2 players.
I think I did the same thing with ace jack.
She'll be going against Sean Deeb on this hand.
Of course. Come on. You're gonna fold jack 7.
5-3, so they'll both get a piece of it.
Jack and queen is his range.
Yeah, I guess.
That's about it. I mean, maybe jack 10, because you limped on the button.
Might have king jack too.
Ace jack, king jack, and
Doesn't
10.
check. He doesn't check all. Check all. It's a terrible call.
Plus, I could have deuces full, right?
You don't fold the call, but
Call.
Really? I wouldn't put in 150
when there's 250
and
for
bust everybody?
Some clubs.
No?
that was terrible.
Probably doesn't have deuces. No.
Check, check.
Probably doesn't have deuces.
I could easily have
And there it is.
calling 150.
I had 7.
500.
Trips for Ite.
Call.
10 high.
And Sean Deeb will call it off. And
You're such an asshole, Sean.
whoa, he
had it.
10
It's much more ridiculous when you try and slow roll.
I think Sean.
Yeah, he did.
He called too quick.
Oh,
man.
no.
Killed
Then
it.
you look like
checked
you're
this or
super
that.
stoned.
Sean made the call.
Sean.
When she was like 10 high flush,
What I
that's what
saw.
she was afraid of. I had a feeling I was
Shadows up,
I have
everyone.
bad vision.
I trust my
Didn't care about
graphics.
what
I
I
trust
you
the
had it
guys.
coming.
Is that what it said?
Oh,
boy,
see,
he trusted the graphics, and
I
I just
trust
heard.
the graphics incorrect.
Yes.
Uh,
I trust my eyes.
no, somebody's going to get me a Kit Kat bar in the refreshment stand now.
Yeah.
I've dealt with him for too many years.
I wish I could deal with you more, but you're always usually out of
Phil's going to straddle.
300.
Second time he's done that already.
Do we ever think we'd see a game where I'm straddling every hand and only one of the guys at the table?
And Brady raise it, take it.
I never thought I'd be in a game where I had more chips than you.
Oh,
We're being honest.
Chad Holloway
That's nice.
bringing
That's
the
not hard.
high quality needle.
Yeah, and when I was the minimum buy him, has
Phil
him
knows
covered
I
every
love
time.
him. We come from the same area.
I don't know. Chad keeps trying to pull that
Don't
Wisconsin
draw
card.
me.
Yeah, I think you don't get away with that once or
Next time,
twice
that's all
before
I
it
ask.
kind of gets
You're not going to be able to help yourself.
Gets
You're gonna
worn
call,
out.
call.
oh, and there he is. He's trying to get Holloway to get in there and go after him.
150. Three players.
So Brady's going to pet out. The Jen's going to call. Torelli with the nines. He's in there too. He's 4-5 flop. The Jen's going to call that.
Three players.
Torelli's going to hang in there too. Finally, turn interesting spot for all of these guys.
Yeah.
And they're going to check it down. And Jogga Nathan will not take a shot at that. And another overcard. So that ought to slow it down. Think
Yeah,
we're going to
it's
see a bet
good.
on this?
I think he will. He's trying to find a bet here.
Alex Torelli, the high stakes cash game pro. Regular over in Macau.
Man, it took you like 45 seconds to check.
Thought about it.
Only 1,200 in the pot, bro.
I know, but I had a
Check,
decision
check.
to
So a Jin with a chance to maybe steal this hand away.
800.
You know, bet 800.
make. Had a tough decision.
Did
Bluff or not
Dom
to
or
bluff?
not?
Only two choices when you're debating whether or not to
Torelli
check.
out.
Maybe a big flaw on the
Oh, no, that's not true. You can value bet, bluff.
Well, when I
Just
check
have to
fold,
make that
when I
call
check
with a
fold,
paired
there's only
board
two
with two
decisions.
overcards don't pair for you. That's a little
I
rough.
really think that's what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
He never took one stab at the
I don't know,
though.
that's okay.
So it doesn't look like he's got a 5. Doesn't look like he's got an ace. He's either got a queen or air.
Come on.
Because there's too many people doing it. I don't really think it's just the camera. The slow play. I don't think it's just the camera.
No, I genuinely had a decision.
I haven't
No,
had
we're just
to-
talking about slow play in general.
No, I don't think I play that stuff, but I had a decision.
You don't play slow, number one. Number
no way.
two, though, the
But you
general.
took
The
45
general.
They're
seconds.
gone.
I had a
so
decision.
Bluff
But
works.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Generally, you don't, but this.
No, this time I did.
Right.
I genuinely had a tough decision.
Yeah, but he's
I
not.
think.
He's not a slow. He's not a slow player. Like,
I folded
I-
two
I
nines
still
in like
find
1
it
second.
cool
It's
that
like
you-
$7,000
I
pot.
remember that.
Yeah, I don't think that
When
long.
you're
When I don't have a
thinking
decision, I
about
don't have a
betting
decision.
and
okay,
then
Alec,
bet.
you're getting emotionally involved.
I am.
No one's calling you a slow player.
No, not at
Now,
all.
but it isn't.
I'm thinking in this
It is an
instance-
epidemic in our industry.
Phil's such
But
a
I haven't
legend.
faced it much. Like at the series, most of the guys don't play slow.
I think the
It's a
older
very-
school people play very quickly compared to.
Do you think it's more of a cash thing versus a tournament thing?
No, tournaments are so much worse.
Slower. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I play a lot of tournaments.
Sitting
I
and
have
playing
not
a poker
seen
tournament
it.
is like
I have
the
not
most-
seen
I don't
it.
know how you haven't seen it.
I'm
It's
so
almost
surprised that he's
It's like a
impossible.
limit.
he can
Well,
control the
you're
table.
playing
must be
oblivious.
Yeah, you
if
play
don't
super
see
fast.
it.
Yeah, but
I think it's a lot worse than the bigger buy-in tournaments.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, 'cause it
Oh
must
my God,
be
it's so
limited
bad.
to
Yeah.
be
Come on, guys. Let's
like-
have one conversation at a time, please. Please, everybody.
Fill the
Phil's right
conversation,
about
Nazi.
Well,
This looks horrible when you talk over the top. You want to say something? Come on, just give me a second. So I think Jed's right. It's a. I think in the high rollers, which I don't play. What do you want to do? Here, you take control. You tell everybody what to do. I'll listen to you.
No, I don't.
You're a
I'm just
table
so
captain.
funny. There's a table captain. It's funny.
I don't like a bad show. This is about making a good show, you know.
Now the high rollers
I
are
want a
really
good
bad.
show, and so-
I could say that from experience. They're like insane because it's like people like
You're the button.
just even in spots where like it's so obvious that it's going to go
Can't
check
believe that
check.
Phil Hellmuth's
it
trying
just
to take
takes, like,
control of the
3 minutes for
conversation.
it
That's
to go
hard.
check
I
check.
don't
And then the
like
river
when
when it's
someone
like
tank,
the guy's betting
check.
like value betting 2
Absolutely.
pairs,
The
just
other
thinks
guy
for 30
tank.
seconds, 45 seconds.
people can say what they want about Phil.
That's
but
what I mean.
It's literally
Poker is
5
not where it
minutes
is today without it.
for 2 tank checks.
But what I'm saying
Or a
is,
spot someone has a set and they're thinking about value betting and it's like they have no choice, right? They're always going to bet and they think for like 2 minutes, you know. It's
Or
crazy.
people don't start
like
thinking
Collins
until
gonna
the
put a
other
bet out.
person stops thinking. Why can't you think while the other person's thinking what you'll do if they do X?
Excellent point.
that
Should be
bothers me a
simultaneous
lot.
thinking.
That's what I'm
happening.
saying. I mean, there's no rule that says you can't start thinking. until
It's the same thing like in mixed games when people squeeze, like they wait to start turn to start squeezing, and like some draw games it takes forever because of that.
Yeah, it
I
goes
love
like
it.
raise, and then the guy's all in, and this
Well,
guy's
player.
thinking for 5 minutes, and then he folds, then the other guy's like, okay, how much is it? And then it's like he just starts his thinking process. Like, what were you doing the
Now
whole
I get
time?
a decision.
I was like, what were you doing when the guy was
Sometimes
thinking?
I insta-call
It's like, were you
people
like
and they can't
on
believe
Pluto
it
or
'cause I
something?
insta-call light and I said,
Straight draws.
well, I had already decided what I was going to do.
No one's ever surprised me insta call light, Dan.
500?
Yeah.
Three players.
And looky there.
Check.
Rut row.
slow playing is
It's
an epidemic
straight,
in the,
and he's
in
just
the
saying
high
he's got
rollers,
about
I think, but I don't see
4,400
this much
back
on a
right
regular
now.
basis. Like at World Series tournaments, I don't see it all the time.
1,500.
Somewhat of a similar situation to what Torelli faced yesterday.
Yeah.
It's funny that the people that come from online do it.
Right.
It's like I think when they get to live
That's
poker,
what
they're
I'm
like,
saying.
right
wait a
now.
minute, there's a
Younger
person and he's like physically there, and then
Alex has
I
been
think
out
some-
15.
confused.
Call, I think.
Actually, now in like the big buyout tournaments complain there's not enough time playing because now they've done it so much live. Online, they feel like they can't do the same stuff. They run out of time and time out
But
their
you can
hands
see
so
that
often.
during the World Series, the
funny.
young kids, like they're fidgeting around because they
started
can't
online.
wait
You
for the,
actually
the next hand to come out.
I've stopped playing online for a long time. but I was-
3,000. Raise it.
3,000?
Interesting raise when Phil only has 1,400 left.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Take 15 each.
it's the dreaded min raise play, which always tells me to
I
fold.
want to fold.
He's got a set of fours.
Yeah, I know. I want to fold.
I have the nuts straight.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to fold, but whatever.
Good.
Right then.
4 outs or no outs.
It's interesting.
has
Nobody's
outs,
asked to
though.
run it twice.
I noticed that too. Where is that?
Oh, he is out. I thought he was mucking.
And a king of clubs on the river.
Alec has flopped his set twice, and it's been no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to.
All right, so Hellmuth has
I wish for some
double his
reason
stack. He's up to 10,925, so trying to get a little back from yesterday.
Nice time.
I need to get in there.
I agree.
I need to get a little something.
I mean, not that I want you to leave.
Let Phil get lucky. Yum yum.
Phil's got money now. Go after it.
Yum yum was
Yeah.
what I would say.
Right.
I would have handled it. I would have handled it
steam.
perfectly.
We would have seen steam coming out of his ears.
I would have handled it perfectly.
You have no idea how all live we were. I had 7/8, so we were all live on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Phil,
live.
Phil was
I have
the
to bet
least
the
one.
turn, you know. But
Yeah, I'm open-ended. He's gut-shotted, and he said it.
I know I'm bet calling with not a lot of equity, but that's fine. What am I going to do? Give a free card?
All right, we're folding around here. Mr. Moneybags, Phil Hellmuth.
I could have a lower set.
150.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm drawing to you having a lower set.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucks. But whatever. Nice then.
Can't play bad.
Hellmuth
Can't
bets
win 'em all.
150.
Yeah, I can play bad. I can play bad.
Right?
And they all believed him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have. I know you wouldn't have, Tom.
No, I would have.
So Dan, you've been playing a lot of high rollers.
Oh, absolutely.
Not recently, but in general.
But you had played a lot of high rollers last year, so you
Sure.
saw it because I didn't play them. So that's what you saw was.
All right,
this
of course, we're
2 minute
live here at the
I
Sugar
think
House in
BS
Philadelphia.
every
Poker Night in America. Final day of our tapings here in the city of Brotherly.
I'm just saying I haven't
Europe.
seen it.
This is brought to you by 888 Poker.
Main events, they're-
If you're in New Jersey, hop on
The
board.
Europeans are worse.
Play for real money. 888 Poker.
EPT main events.
I'm Mark Hoke.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The Mark Hoke Show on KSHP 1400 AM in Las Vegas.
Tournaments are by far the worst.
Wednesdays at 5
No
o'clock
matter
Pacific,
what
by the
form
way.
or whatever.
Tom
it's
Schneider in the booth with me.
It's like so bad.
Hello.
The Donkey Bomber.
PK, we play 2 a year, right?
Yeah, it's like painful.
4 World Series poker bracelets.
They also
correct?
are slow in that they last like 4 days anyway. But the fact
God,
that
that's got to be nice.
It's not all bad.
You know
Not
how many
bad.
Europeans I
trivia
saw
question.
this year in the
Uh-oh,
World Series,
he's gonna
like,
try and hit me with something.
about
Hopefully I know the
game
answer.
that
Go
we
ahead.
were playing in the tournament about how to play the game.
Really?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's because the juiciest
But
World
you've won
Series
2
tournament
in
that we
the same
have
year.
is the $1,500 stud.
That's amazing.
Yes, that's what
That's
it
the
is.
juiciest tournament we
Remember when
have
you
at
did
the
in
World Series.
2013? I got to say hi.
It's the
No,
juice ball of it all.
Did I get in
During
here?
the tournament,
I didn't
they're
take it.
reading
You
on how to
didn't
play
even
the
say
game.
hi.
I might do that.
You ran
If I played,
away.
I would do the same thing.
It was right outside when you got both.
I
Of them.
would
You
just-
gone.
I don't
Can you
know.
imagine like if you play a lot of stud 8 or better, like Sean
Yeah, it's
B
understandable.
or-
Phil's talking.
Oh yeah, the players
and
that
you
are.
sit down,
50
and
and 100
but he won't
every
play
year.
the 1,500, but I will, and I just can't believe
I
the
actually
level
play
of play.
sometimes, like if I'm
I
nothing to
haven't-
do,
I haven't
I'll
seen
late
you play
reg
that
it, but I
game.
can't play early.
I haven't
Yeah.
played C9. You should play the 50.
You got to have an ulterior
I only
motive to
haven't
play a
played-
$1,500 tournament. You got to have like, you got to really want to win a bracelet or just
Well, the Raz is a good
be
one.
kind
It's
of
a
like
great
still
one.
in that
You know how many
infatuation phase with
people in
poker
those
or
mixed
whatever.
games tournaments don't know how to play those games.
I'm sure they just want a bracelet, right?
Right.
No, they want to learn it. Like you don't get an opportunity to play like stud 8 very regularly.
Yeah.
It's like you can go walk into a casino and play a
Right.
stud 8
And
game.
it only costs you $1,500.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
The only time I can
it's
play
an
that
amount that
game
you
is
can
regular
play
season.
where.
That's the only time I can play that.
You can actually play it out in Philly.
Okay, well, I don't live in Philly.
We'll start traveling for games.
I guess you got to play online, right? If you want to learn those games.
Right, Ite?
Sean moved here
Jim
for
is put on the
for
straddle.
about a second
Does-
living space for
Yes.
games.
Yes, I'm aware of how good the games are here. When I found out that he
350.
Ite gets to see what I do to them every day.
It's really,
When do you play your
it's
son?
really disgusting.
Anywhere from 2-4 to 8-16.
Darren Elias is going to bet
A lot of mix, but
350.
there's
Is that
actually
the highest
pretty
game
big.
that they play?
yeah. But they're like Ite plays a 75 150 HOE, and then on Wednesday there's like a 100 200
You got to
stud
work today,
Is
man.
that here?
It got hurt.
Yeah.
Try not.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Apologies.
So you play the Tuesday game that place
There you
Neil
go.
mentioned.
Yes, I play Tuesday, Wednesday. There's a game Tuesday, Wednesday.
How to go in for Elias, though.
At a certain.
Yeah, the Wednesday straight study game just started. But it's had like 10,
And then
15, 20
maybe
people a
on the
day.
weekends in another place we
Yes.
don't mention. Okay.
But you know,
I will also
East
play
Coast
Sugar
likes
House if they
stud
had
a lot
equal
better
weight
in the
games.
East Coast than the West Coast.
Huh?
People tend to like stud a lot better in the East Coast than on the
Yeah.
West Coast.
They're anti-draw. Like draws
I'm
just
telling
got.
you would get more amateurs if you took some of the some of the games out.
Yeah, and I think Maury always had the best line. Maury always thinks well. He's like, when you're playing mix in Vegas, someone walks into Ivy's room or Bobby's room, like, and they look like interested. They look like they have some money. Tell them we're just playing these games to pass the time. You want to play? Play 100,
just
200,
the
no
normal
limit.
8 game or
Right.
normal 10 game,
Get more.
I would play. But when you start with the Badesi, not Badesi, Badesi, but you know, whatever,
Yeah.
Badesi, that
more-
turns off the amateur.
So then what you got to do, Dan, you got to say, hey, I want to play these games. Change the mix for me, and they will.
Elias.
If you want to play
They
those
don't
games,
look, no one. When I say I don't play those games, no one says, okay, we won't play
but
them.
you have to be more like
Well, I'm not that
enthusiastic. Yeah.
That's like me telling someone they owe me money. I don't do that either.
No, but I think you have to be more aggressive, Dan, in that spot. If you want to play 4 and 800,
Jim
say,
not
hey, I want
going
to play 4 and 800 horse. It's great practice for the
But
series
who
anyway.
wants to feel like you're the fish of the game? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
I
change
mean,
the
what do
game
you
for the
expect
fish.
The
him
whole
to
point
walk
of,
up
like,
there and
when-
I
say,
love it. I love it when
when
they
people
think I'm
come-
the fish. I love
Okay,
it.
well, I
They played Phil Says for 2 years at the Aria. I smashed them. But they still played. It was great for me.
Check.
Wow.
Perfect.
I just think you would get much more amateurs if you just kept it 8 game, 10 game.
Well,
You're right. You're
but people
Jim's
come
gonna
in,
pick that
and
hand
the
up.
thing is,
They
no,
come in, you don't even know it. They look at the
Yeah,
the
he's right,
plaque.
for sure.
No.
They don't say a word and they walk out of the room. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
know.
Yeah,
You don't want
the
the-
plaque sizes are like this
You don't.
thick.
You don't want an
It's like
amateur to
20
say
games
like.
they're playing.
You don't want an amateur to be in a spot where he's like, oh, well, I want him to change the game for me. Like,
But
that's
see-
not putting
Yeah,
him in
see,
a
I don't want
spot
to ruin
that's
the game. You guys
comfortable.
are, yeah, so
well, so then go start a game, sit at a table, and
I'm
have
not
those.
going to start a game. I walk in, I see what people
You
are
like,
playing. If
got to
I don't
understand
like
the
it, I leave.
psychology of
No,
an
but
amateur
I've
that's
seen
going to
people
walk into the
who
room.
come in there and have had and good players, bad players all get the mix change. Phil will come in there and get the mix change from every time. He says, I don't want to play
A
this
lot
game.
of people are not as brash as
He's
Phil.
not arguing that it can't be done. He's saying that people aren't going to be like that forthcoming.
I'm
about
not
it.
forward like that, and most amateurs
And a lot of
are
times I
not.
say to people, why? What games do
Exactly.
you like to play? And I say that a lot when people come and ask the
I've walked
if
in
I think
and
they'll
said
play.
I don't play Badoosie and Badesi.
But that's you, Sean. You
No, I
will do
think
that,
I'm-
and I've
yeah.
seen you do that. However, a lot of people won't.
Yeah, that's for sure.
25.
It's killing poker, at least Badoosie, but acing it. And I think Maury Eskandani, who we talked about, is a genius. He said we keep getting further and further. We keep inventing these complex games to give ourselves a little bit better an edge. And we master them quickly, and people are like 3 steps behind. They're not even playing open face. We're already on to open face pineapple, low in the middle. You're like
Chainsaw.
5 iterations above everybody as far as, and I like following it up.
I like to play normal 8 games.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if some guy wants to go in and play
start adding
baccarat, right? He's not going to go to the baccarat table and be like, hey, can I play like
Dan, I'm
blackjack?
starting-
He's just going
I'm
to leave
starting-
the table and be like, I'm going to go look for what I want.
3 days
And
before
in the
the
same way in a
series,
poker, he's
I'm
going
gonna
to walk in
play.
and be like, they don't have the game I want, and
No,
I'm
but
just
why
going to
don't
leave.
you- why
Because
don't
he's
you
like
just say,
the person that gets
okay,
what
I'll
he,
play
you know.
these games, but on
I just don't think that many people are going to be that outright.
They're not as, they don't know that
Yeah,
they
they'll
can
let you
actually
do that
ask
too.
that. Like,
Yeah,
if people are
exactly.
aware,
Like, we
like,
do a lot
you
of
walked in,
things.
like,
I like
That's
to
because people don't know how
sit down
poker
and
works.
play
They don't know
games.
that, like,
Yeah,
an amateur
I
could ask
also
anything
wanna
they
sit
want.
out a
All the
whole
pros will
round of
accommodate.
games.
Jogging Nathan
Poker
Holloway
can be a little bit boring as it is. You're sitting out.
Kajin, top pair on this.
You know, if somebody else is having a conversation, let them know because
Bet 950.
we love you.
Sean and I were talking about it.
Thanks. We love having you.
And they're all
Chad
just playing
wisely
against
let that one go.
themselves. They generally
Flattering,
keep
thank
the amateurs out by doing that.
But the mixed game is hard in Vegas to keep going.
You're right, for
Really
sure.
hard to keep it going because they'll keep on adding more and more games, and then people are not coming into the game. It's the same players every night.
Yeah. Well, anybody watching the live stream, I'm going to set up. I'm playing horse at the
That's
Aria.
okay.
I'm
We're
going to play
even
horse.
fine with 8 game. It doesn't have to be just horse.
but see, 8 game is actually tougher to get going because the limit players don't like big bet. So 8 game is.
So you just put a cap on the big
But even
bet.
that, like, you don't understand how much I fought. I loved, when I first got in the mix, I loved big bet. And they would not put it in for me, for like, and we could never get them to agree to play. Like, there's the limit players and the big bet players that from that generation that they don't overlap. Like, you play all the games, so you can do that, but they're going to
So
fight
just
against.
play horse then,
Yeah.
as Phil says.
Yeah, you do like horse. No, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
But you guys,
Majority of the time,
they
yeah.
get bored. Like
What I'm saying, Dan, is I'm going to play horse right before the series starts. I'm flying in early. I'm going to play horse 3 days in a row at Aria, like anywhere from 2-4 to 4-8, just horse. No big bet games. And I'm going to tweet it out, and I'm going to sure I'm going to have a full game. Maury already wants to play every day with me. He's like, lock me in a seat.
I would take out the hold'em.
We could even take the hold'em out. You're right. I actually agree with that.
What do you think about that?
But it's still good practice for the horse.
Replace it with
Better
deuce to
mixed games.
seven.
All I want to do
world.
is practice for horse
We all play
tournaments for the
generally play
series.
deuce to seven.
Your thoughts
to
on
replace
those
the
mixed
old
games and how everybody decides
Maybe
to play
do
at
that,
high
yeah.
stakes
Yeah.
level?
Yeah, I
I've
think
been doing that too.
it's easier to solve the Middle East peace
When I
crisis
used to
than
walk-
almost
to
consider
get a group of
doing
people
that
to
in-
agree
in
on a
the
mixed
work
game.
anyway.
When I used to walk in
Nobody wants
Vegas,
to play limit hold'em.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Replace it with
because it just really
replace it
it's
with
so-
replace it with
drags down
deuce
the
to
game.
seven.
when I used to walk in the old
These
days,
Full House would be good there, by the
we'd
way.
have a mixed game. We'd have all kinds of people would sit down and play if it were stud or mix. And this Badesi and Badusi has killed the action in Vegas.
What could you call it though? If you took out the hold'em and put in deuce to seven, it's tough to call it. something,
Doors.
isn't
Call it
Torso.
Doors.
it? You have to change the name.
Badesi and Medusi are pretty specialized
Horse?
games,
Doors.
and it does kind of kill some games where people just, if they don't know the game, they don't want to sit down and play that with the mix because it's a different kind of game. So it does kind of make it a little bit rougher. But in the games I played, Medusi and Badesi are almost always in.
Right. Well, that was a great weapon. A lot of people used that in dealer's choice games.
Right.
In the at the World Series last year when they had the dealer's choice event.
Right. The great thing about it is a lot of people don't know how to play the game. The bad thing is it's split pot game, so the game plays a little smaller than the other games. Good players. So, as it were.
We have one more.
It just makes my head spin.
$10,000.
I like playing them, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I love mixed games, but yeah, I'm not a big Badesi guy.
300.
And here comes Dan Shack with 7 deuce.
Oh, you play down to a winner.
No, we gave away 8 seats.
Check.
10,000,
Oh.
2,500, and 1,500 for the whole
Check,
seat.
check. You have trouble getting people to play the game that you mentioned
It's
yesterday,
like
like Big Ducky or
second
whatever.
win.
Duck
Duck
Flush?
Flush.
You have like 6 people play.
I only bet this because we were talking about deuce to seven. That's the only reason.
Love catching.
And Shack mucks
Could
the
have
7
called. Could have
deuce.
called. We should have the deuce to 7 game.
I played. I just played it because we were talking about deuce to seven.
You should get rake back if you win though.
Alex Torelli threatening to pull out the deuce to 7 game. That would be fun.
I'm not sure it's great for the.
Yeah.
Maybe it's confusing.
I think a better one is
Yeah.
like if you just win with a deuce in your hand. You win
Yeah,
100 from everyone.
Any deuce?
Any deuce.
Of course, Phil was part of the most legendary
Wow.
deuce to 7 hands on
I think that's a
Not
lot.
deuces.
high stakes poker win.
Yeah, no, of course you win.
Mike
You should actually
Madison.
win 200 for deuces. Yeah, I mean you
That
have
would
2 of them. See, I think that is way more fun.
I probably would have lost more money with
If my memory serves me correctly,
So does everyone want to do that
got
one?
Madison off Kings, if I remember right.
Everyone okay?
I didn't even hear it.
If
pretty
you win
rough.
the pot with a deuce in your hand, you get 100.
No, it's too confusing.
I'm probably going to get a bunch of
I know,
tweets
I
saying
think
that's
that-
I
wrong,
don't
but
think
I'm
it's
pretty
confusing
sure
at all. You show a
that's
deuce, you get $100. How is that confusing? I mean, the audience can figure out
I
what's
think
going
it
on.
has to be deuce 7. You can't just be deuce.
Everyone's
I'd be
seen
down for
deuce 7.
7.
What?
I'd do deuce 7.
Yeah, you can't just be a deuce.
There's too many good
Sean
deuces.
likes
Ace
too
deuce,
many
Almost
deuce.
every hand will be something crazy going on.
That's why it's. Now you see, Dad's like, oh, I see why Sean wants this.
People be all in, all over the place.
You have ace deuce, you probably have the guy dominated. So it becomes a way better hand.
Well,
I shouldn't tell you guys that because that's one of the advanced levels of the game.
All right, we're going 4 players to this flop.
check.
Not a bad flop for Mr. Shack.
What did Dan have that hand yesterday against? He made straight.
Oh, I honestly don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm getting older. I only go day to day.
700.
I hate the way I played this hand.
So Deeb fires out 700. And he's looking for 1 out on this. Actually, they're all gone. Chad had one too, so.
I bet I'll make a side bet. I bet Alec could guess my hand.
I know what you're up.
I bet he could guess my hand. I'm seriously thinking now.
Phil's out.
The other one, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. 50-50.
Exactly.
Jack's grabbing some orange.
3,000.
I could have made a lot of money.
I bet Alec could not name my hand.
God, Dan wins every time I have a big pair. He wins.
Phil Feeling is on Clippers first.
It's always interesting, I think, for the
He
Game
guessed-
of
he
Thrones
guessed-
out there
he-
when they're in a
he knew- he
situation
knew I had
like
one
that,
of two hands.
where
I
they
had
see somebody,
queens or
you
tens.
flop the
Yeah,
nuts right off the bat.
I think it's 10.
Had 10.
Do you,
Yellow.
and you have a situation
But if
like
I
where Sean
re-raise you,
just
that's
bet out.
easy, like you
do
probably
you
have 7,
do you
8,
try
you're
and
gonna win it most of the time.
milk a little bit more out of that, or you just try and take the hand down and get out
I've
of
been
it?
trying to trap Dan forever.
If you raise there, I probably fold.
Of course.
Sets.
I didn't want you out. I wanted you in.
There was a flush
So
draw
why
on the
didn't
board,
you? Oh.
and then there was
So
a
why didn't
higher
you just
straight
call
draw,
it?
even though he was drawing dead.
I
There
did
still
just
was a
call
higher
it.
straight draw. So a lot of bad cards that could come to kind of kill his hand and kill his action. So
I tried to trap you with a
my
pair all day yesterday. I finally flopped a set and you made the nut.
clear, so I think it was
All day I tried to
comes
trap
from
you.
me.
Traffic.
You go strong.
Yeah, you're going to get 6
Seems
calls.
so
Yeah,
weird.
what?
You would even call.
I might.
You gotta at least say
You
it
looked at your
before.
cards.
Yeah.
and
I didn't look at
then
my
there was-
cards.
But everyone else did. Sorry.
Oh,
I mean, it's
okay.
just.
It's
I
just
didn't,
a,
I didn't look at my cards.
no, I didn't call it a straddle. It's 50.
I think it
You're
should.
just in a
Did you
blind
think
So
you
it's
were
on me?
straddling?
I think it should stand because, like, at this point, there's already action. and he intended to straddle.
But he has to,
But
it's
you don't
just a limp for
understand
50.
what happened.
It can't be a
He was
straddle.
already dealt the cards, and then he put out the $100.
It's still fine if you don't look at your hand.
Did he look at his hand?
I didn't look at my
I
hand.
thought I don't know
I
exactly.
never looked
If
at my
he
hand.
says he didn't look, he didn't look.
Well, I don't ever look till it's my turn regardless, even.
Well, it would have been your, yeah. But he,
You know what
Well, that's
You know what I'm saying? Even if it went all the way.
It's already been this.
It's implied in this game that that's probably a straddle. However, I'm going to go with the dealer's you're observing.
So it's a limp for
We'll
50.
limp for
make it a
50.
straddle. We'll make it a
no,
straddle.
no, limp for
Are you
50.
saying
Do limp for 50.
Limp 50? Okay, limp then.
Okay.
Pretty much whatever you guys want.
Change this in a second.
I'm taking Torelli's watch, by the way.
I haven't really looked.
I haven't looked at it.
Very nice.
Bad
I might as well not.
Probably should raise that.
Neat.
Kind of fishy.
I think yesterday you had the straddle on and you had 7-3 offsuit and it came 7-7.
Yes. Nice.
You have good timing on your straddles.
8 Queen 8 with 5 players in there.
Dan, you just have good timing in life in general.
Well, I
Let's
saved
be honest.
myself. I saved myself $50.
Let's be honest, Dan. You have good timing in life.
Of course, Karina with
I mean,
probably the
first of
worst
all,
hand
life
hits.
isn't over yet. So I don't
All right.
celebrate yet anything. So,
Someone say life is just starting.
yeah.
Torelli trying to chase down that flush.
Anyone in the financial business that was in
Check.
business in 2008 did
Check.
not have good timing. I assure you.
Check.
Full house.
Anyone who owned real estate in Las Vegas in 2008
Possibly.
did not have
Flush for
good timing.
Torelli, excuse me. Karina's going to let that 2 pair
You are tight.
go away.
What am I supposed to do?
Raising the bar.
Yeah.
He had me trapped 9 and ace.
Yeah, I just.
Karina's one of those
Can't always
mixed game
tell you.
players, too. She can play a lot of mixed games out.
Yeah.
You need to quiet down.
I'll tell you one thing. When he limped with the 8s yesterday, with our 3 stake
He was
cans,
the big blind.
I was not the big line.
Oh,
I
you
limped
were the
under the
big-
gun.
limped under the gun. I would have done that all day.
Oh, I thought you
too.
were big blind that hand.
Straddles up.
Obviously, like I wouldn't do that in a normal game, but in that game,
Yeah, in that game.
you have to make sure they're all in there when you finally hit it.
A raising doesn't help you because they're all going to call. You still have to hit an 8.
Right. Or they're all going to fold, and then you know.
Yeah, you miss all the value.
I had to do.
This game feels great for these games. And your mind just thinking about
Seen
it.
a horrible collection
Much
of
better than
hands.
7.
Yeah.
I had to exactly do.
Just
the-
hasn't been
the
good.
eights thing
We need
the
you
other
out
day
there.
on my
Yeah.
monster.
Because I'll play these.
You make the bad hands look beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like 50 loser, which I've never been in that game.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody
Of course, we're live here at the Sugar House in Philadelphia. Poker Night in America. I'm Mark Hoke. Tom Schneider in the booth with me.
Great hand.
Great player.
You don't want lower pairs folding.
I got lucky. It
I
came
don't think
eight.
lower pairs fold 3 in any game.
I guess that's
True.
true.
But the 5-3 offsuit might have. And it came
Shaq will hit top
5-3
pair on that.
So.
One of Sugar House's own there.
You got a little lucky too.
Got Jin Jaganathan.
But you allowed yourself to get lucky.
Yeah, it was a weird
There at seat 2.
Can you imagine a bunch of super wealthy
player.
people all feeling sorry for me because I'm running so bad?
So Gajin's going to make
I think
a
they
call,
enjoy watching
bet on that, and Dan's going to
The few
call.
I met
They
in the
all
ground.
felt. They all felt.
They really felt bad for you?
They really felt bad for me.
Wow.
It was a brutal night until that one hand.
Check, check.
And I got even, and they were back on the rooting against wagon.
Off the turn 10 of hearts.
That's got to be
no
why they
help.
play, right?
King high.
Ace.
We just have such a good time.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Shaq will take that down.
No button straddles here.
Why?
We voted them out. It's everyone. You can try all of the gun.
We. I wasn't involved with
I
that.
like being in here with you, but it really
If you want
sucks
everyone to
not
button
being
straddle, then we'll just play button straddle everywhere.
I
They let,
understand.
us they let us straddle from any position.
No, I know that's the rules of
Bad
this
for the
casino.
It's really bad for the
You
team.
want to flip me 5K? I'll go on.
We all had a long discussion about how bad
You
it
don't
was
trust
for the
me?
game.
It wasn't long.
No?
Yeah, we all agreed immediately this is bad.
Correct. Dan check.
Dan's right again.
Sign a $100 bill for him, Phil.
Dan, I always have
We're
a
just not
check.
getting a lot of real action hands here.
I feel like explaining a button straddle to people that don't understand it can be pretty miserable. So random viewers.
That wasn't part of the thought process.
What player?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't straddling much with those guys.
The only player that's really made a dent so far, Phil Homey's got a double.
On the show, I didn't do it, but I was like,
Yeah.
I think everyone will be happy. I think you were both like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
No need, yeah. We were on the same page.
That's their Taylor Brady there. It's top pair.
275.
She'll bet 275.
Brad, 600.
Oh, yes, she did.
600.
This is an instance where I might just call.
So is this the closest casino to you?
This and
Few
Chester
players.
are like equidistant.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice recommendation gave. This place is closed.
Oh my god, you said the wrong one. There's two of them.
Straight
I'm glad that's not getting there. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No, we we've ended up going to like some random place
two
next to
dim
it.
sum gardens. I must have given you the wrong one. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Are you from Philly?
Yeah, originally from Central New Jersey, but now I live in Philly.
Why'd you move?
Good player. For like
This is
school.
doing live
School.
commentary.
What do you got?
I'm in Pecan
Trying to
Medical
predict
School.
people's behavior.
Congratulations.
Where in Central Jersey?
Yes.
Like the New Brunswick, like North Brunswick area. I don't know, like near Princeton.
I grew up in Cranford.
Oh wow, yeah, cool.
What medical school are you at?
Pecan in Philly.
Any medical school is a good medical school.
Almost done.
Yeah, it's true.
What are you gonna do? Surgeon?
No, so 3 years of medicine, and I want to do cardiology. So it'll be 3 years.
Cardiology. Wow.
Oh, you'll get a lot of poker players in there.
Don't say that,
He's
Sean.
setting up for his future business, you know?
Don't
He's got
say
the-
that.
So the
It's
cool
true,
thing
we're
is
it's
that
an unhealthy
Karina's
That'd be horrible.
I'm taking her spot.
Oh, there you
Poker
go.
cardiologist.
I feel like there's extremes on either end for poker.
Yeah. Well, like we have like the Alex Morelli's, like the health nuts.
He thinks he's got a read.
No, you have the weird ones that they'll do drugs, but then they keep themselves in great shape anyway.
You're a handsome
That's
man.
the one I don't understand. We have some of those guys in poker.
Some.
I'm willing to do a lot of
Congratulations
drugs,
on the
but I'm going to
engagement.
keep myself in great physical condition. And I'm like,
Some?
Some
It's
might
not a
say
long
fetching.
term.
I don't think it's a good plan.
I know the word fetching.
I'm not commenting on the percentage.
I'm not saying names, I'm just saying 150.
But those guys.
I think we got a new nickname for you, the fetching Irishman.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of the drugs.
Donkey Bomber's gone. You're now the fetching Irishman.
Health effects.
Poker that you know of.
I mean, seems to be some good
Times
stuff
change, man. You
supporting
gotta market
some
yourself.
of those drugs.
You're right. Poker's become
Donkey
a
Bomber's
healthier
the best.
game.
Oh, of course.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
What player? Like him, the
I can only.
saying
Dusty
he
Schmidt's
limits
nickname
his
is
alcohol
yours and
consumption
Dusty
based on,
Schmidt.
like, quantity.
Leather ass.
Because it's less than, like, health reasons. You said you don't like
Check
beer,
around.
but you said
Yeah.
like, just drink.
I mean, you guys should have formed a team right after that. You
I'm
really
a
should
quantity
have.
guy too. Like,
You like
Come on,
beer?
the leather ass Donkey Bomber Company.
But I'll do some scotch.
Okay.
But I like to
Scotch is awesome.
I like to have a limit.
What's your favorite scotch?
I mean, some of the really nice.
I should say within
What
like,
year?
normal
Yeah.
human reason.
Yeah. Which one can I? Well, actually, you're going to be a doctor.
Which
You
one
might be
can
able to
I
afford.
You're a
should be able to afford all of
cardiologist.
them.
You
Yeah.
can afford all of
I
it.
must right now. Starting residency July 1st.
Pappy Van Winkle's not a scotch, but it's an amazing whiskey. And then we've been drinking Macallan 18. I like the Macallan 18 more than I like the 30 and the 35 and even the 70, which is weird. But I just like Macallan 18.
I got a Macallan rare cask.
I like Macallan 18.
You can find the rare cask. It's good.
I'm a Macallan
You do
18
2 or 3 of those.
It's funny, I'm the exact same thing.
It's like for its price, you can't beat it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can drink
I'm
that
not-
every day and not feel like
I have to-
you're totally wasting money.
I have to admit, I don't think I deserve to drink Macallan 30. Like, I can't. I don't think I'm like.
Everybody's got a big pile
Yeah, I'm
of
not
nothing.
enough of a connoisseur to be like.
I'm in that same category.
So.
Well, I'm even worse. I spent a lot of money on Macallan 30, 35,
What's the oldest
Louis
you
the
drank?
13th, all this stuff I spent all this money on, and then I realized 20 years later I can't tell the difference really in taste anyway. And I was like, Phil, you're an idiot. What are you doing? So now I like Macallan 18, and that's where I'm going to stay. And Pappy Van Winkle, I can't help. That's so good. Wasted way too much money on that stuff.
It's tough to find. There's very few bottles that made.
I became known within the poker world for drinking Dom Perignon. And I realized, like, after 10 years, I really don't like it that much. But people expect it, you know. If I have a party, I'll have 40 or 50 bottles there. And
You and Joe Chung love it.
40 or 50 bottles. How many people are at these parties?
7.
what do you want me to do? Raise the
Heavy
it's bad. I want action.
This is the poker world, kids.
See if you can make the nut flush again, Dan.
It's actually amazing how much the face of poker player has changed over the years since poker's gotten popular. Like 2003 to now.
I actually saw
Pretty incredible, really.
I had an old roommate who liked the
player?
70s and 1960s, like the early main events, like film of it, and it's just crazy, like how different element was. All the smoking, they like still had racks
Alright,
on the
so 5
table. Like,
players
they wouldn't
on
even
hand,
color. They didn't know
670
about coloring
clubs on
chips
the
at that
board.
stage. So you'd have the $5 chips you had at the beginning of the tournament.
Phil, the only
Play.
one in the club.
Heads up, like just like sliding racks of $5 chips back and forth, like.
I remember those days.
I didn't really like the way Ite played the 2 jacks. She's in a bad position. Try to see a flop.
Denny's bullpen was like the place of the horseshoe World Series.
225?
All up there. That was
She's
great.
going at him now.
We had that that was a long time.
Long time.
Back in 88, 89, the series was on the other side of the casino at the Horseshoe.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
They didn't even
You're
have
showing
a
your age. You were
restroom.
talking. Were you even old enough to play back then?
I was not playing when I was playing before I was 21 for sure in the casino. But back then, nobody cared.
Yeah.
Poker players were like scumbags back then.
Oh, don't say that.
I mean,
That's what the general public thought.
I
back
know
then.
that.
Come on.
that's
Don't
what his
say
Phil's
that.
parents thought.
My parents hated it when I got into poker. They thought I was worse than being
My
a drug
parents
dealer.
hated
you know?
it, but I also had to listen to my parents' bad beat stories when I was growing up. Dinner table.
They play poker?
Yes. They still
This
do.
game?
Still to this day.
It's cool.
Yeah.
How old are they?
My father is going to be 89.
Awesome.
And my mother's in her 60s, and her office is the basement.
Keeps you sharp.
My grandma's 95, still plays 5 days a week.
That's great.
Plays a lot. She plays long hours. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, I saw you bought her into like the World Series. She
played twice.
Hold on a second there.
That's pretty sick.
That's awesome.
And super nice.
I got my favorite story
It's a
about.
cool gift.
Yeah.
If you want,
Such a
if
great
someone
gift.
plays that's close to you, that's
It's
a
like so
really.
meaningful.
2 players.
Like she told me that like a few months later, she's like, that was the greatest gift I've ever got.
man.
Like as a grandkid,
listen
she'll
to
do
that.
it. Like she's like, that was the best day of my life. Like I'm just
He
like,
played with
He hasn't played on TV.
Of course, you make it.
No.
yeah.
See the
She's a make day too. But the best part is, so I gave her like a 10K brick,
King Jack.
and said it was for your rebuy. So when she busted, she took
Busted.
she had the brick like laying behind her stack. She took it and threw it at the dealer and said in the main event and said rebuy. And the dealer gives it back and is like, no ma'am, you can't rebuy. She says, no, I want to rebuy, and throws it back at the dealer.
That's hilarious.
Mine plays too. We should crossbow grandma.
You got it.
That's awesome.
You know who's
I
actually
had like a parents' tournament.
Well, yeah.
winning a
You
lot
get
of
like
pots.
Barry's dad.
that'll
Eric
put her
Berger's dad
to
plays a lot of
11,
pots.
check it if
Must be minimum 90 though. So
12,575,
your dad's
and
out.
she started
I
off
played against
with
Phil's
like to
dad
check.
before. And
Come on,
30
89,
against
you're gonna not
His
gonna
dad's played a couple.
Rules are rules.
Nice guy. How old is Ram gonna be?
She just turned 95.
10,000. So it's up a couple thousand.
How tilted would Phil be when
She
I buy in
hates
for 5?
flying. She's very claustrophobic.
I'm thinking about doing
so.
that just to.
And she actually
like
didn't like all the
5200,
attention. She just likes to play cards. She didn't want all the
some number
cameras.
like that.
I just say you drop in for the 20 ball and see what happens.
Well, I
I'm
know that,
still
but
working on her to
I
get
just
her
kind of
back
want
to go
to
back.
steam him up a little bit.
Every
and see
time
if
I
he,
try to-
because he'll make some comment if I buy in for 5,000.
Yeah.
5250, I think, is my
I think
buy-in
she-
today.
she made day two on either the
pretty
first
nice.
time she
That's
wanted to go back.
what I'm gonna do.
Just felt like she was just wasting my money. And I was like,
Hey,
the
Dan
experience
Shack with some
alone.
aces.
I sold 1%
It's the first time we've
to a bunch
seen
of
aces
poker players.
today.
Everyone had a sweat on my grandmother.
That's awesome.
You had a piece, didn't you?
I don't know. I'll buy 1% next
And I
time.
think I'm
If you're
going to do it
looking
with
for
4
investors.
orange chips.
Yeah,
One
Poker Tracker
$500
sponsored her. It was
chip.
hilarious. She had patches and everything.
What if she wins the last one standing? Poker Tracker.
chips.
So epic.
2 black chips and 2 green chips. So I have the least amount of chips possible that I can buy in for.
Sponsorship deal for your mother.
So that it's obvious that I'm doing
Look at
it.
all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know who set it up.
Oh, that is not a good flop for Jaganathan.
Check.
Normally great, but not with Dan Shack sitting on aces. He will check it.
15.
Dan has fired 1,500. Jin has a little over 22,000 behind. Dan's got a little
Time
over
to
9.
Get dealt what you're dealt.
He'll make the call and a 3 of hearts.
I don't know. I asked if you wanted 20.
CYD, Brett, BR,
Check.
NN, BR, CJ, KY.
Checks.
That's good.
See what you think is the answer to this one. I'm trying to think of a good one.
2,500. Check that. 20.
Who's green?
And Dan
That-
bets
it's just his last
2,400, so
question.
about half the pot.
It's just the last question, I think. You'll enjoy that discussion.
And a call.
When's the break, Nolan?
It's not going to slow Dan down.
Nope. Jin's checked. We'll go over to Dan Shack.
I don't know.
Pot's up to a little over $10,000.
That's a good question.
I think your answer's even better than my question.
Thanks.
Very safe card.
Okay, going back, was it Alec or Alex?
Alec.
Okay,
The
that's what I
forward.
thought it was.
Yep. Although, I respond to Alex.
Yeah.
Just out of
Out of
I
convenience.
think if I were Dan, I would have bet a little bit.
I usually respond
I don't know, I
first.
guess.
It's like,
I was like, I thought it was Alex, but everyone kept calling you Alex
Yeah.
responding, so I was like,
Whenever I play, I always get a
You
little
ever
more
bet on
nervous the
Alex?
smaller the bet.
Yeah, right.
once or
right.
twice.
what's the,
Like just, I think it was someone
Or
that
the
worked
huger
at
the bet.
gym I went to or something.
The
like
huger
just
bet's
randomly. No, I'm not.
was it like a, is it a, like,
Although I did
nationalistic
shove
name,
in
or
with
is it
nothing
a
yesterday.
change of the spelling?
Good.
My mom really likes horses.
Did you like that?
I loved it.
I'll tell you after.
And he does make the call. And Dan Shack is going
A
to
plus.
show
Bravo.
Jin the
Hey, so.
aces and ship
My mom really likes horses.
about $18,000 pot over to Dan Shack.
In the book, The Black Stallion, there's like this kid that like goes and tames wild horses, and his name is Alex. So my mom named me after the kid. It's kind of a random thing to name someone.
Nice life, man. Nice
Of
life.
course, we're at the Sugar House Casino here in Philadelphia.
No,
Live
but
Poker Night in
she
America
lives
live
on a-
stream.
like a
Appreciate you
ranch.
being
I
with
think
us.
the correct
Orange
answer is,
County.
you're
Brought
right.
to you
So.
by 888 Poker. I'm Mark
Oh
Hope.
no! They live
To
in
his credit,
California,
he
and they
played
have
it
like
pretty
an
So
acre
you got a little name on
in
this.
an area where there's a lot of
Dude,
horse
that's
trails.
not bad.
and They have
Yeah,
horses.
good work.
absolutely. Right.
She really likes them.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's like ridden horses her whole life.
I'm kind of surprised they admitted it,
My
but
mom
thanks.
used to be a jumper, but she like broke her leg. She made us ride them all.
Thank you. That's what a
Of
gentleman.
all the hands that I would have expected to see him, that was definitely.
Run around the table here real quick for you, just give you an idea of what's going on out there. Chad Holloway is in seat 1. Bought in for 5. He is just over 5,000 right now.
I kicked the horse and started galloping.
$50.
But on the river, I think he
One of Sugar House's finest
Yeah,
down here.
like looking back, I was like, yeah, that's probably what you'd
Gajin,
expect when you have a 3-year-old on a horse.
Jaganathan,
Doesn't know what, like a horse doesn't know
Gajin?
it.
Gajin. I've got it right here.
Dodging. I
Yeah.
like dodging,
My
but
sister
it's
got
with a
a
G.
horse.
Trying to figure out what you had.
I'll even write that down.
Used to
Too.
ride it and like loved it.
straddle gone.
Seat 2 is
Yeah,
$14,000,
yeah,
$25.
yeah, I know.
What did he start?
Grooming.
I believe he started with 20.
They're extremely high maintenance.
Sean Debo over there in seat 3.
A nice horse is like
$19,075.
But I mean, it could be.
He bought it for 20. Alec Torelli also bought it for
like a
20.
boat.
He's at
Yeah, it is.
$17,575 right now.
I had this
The only
similar
man
story.
to
My mom had a bad
really
accident, but also
get
when I
a
was young,
nice
I
double up
rode
today.
horses and
Phil
did
Held
equestrian and jumping. And I fell off the horse.
bought him for 5. He's up to $10,200. Queen of Jet in seat 6. She bought in for 55.
Exact same story.
49.50.
It's funny.
Dan Shack had just scored that hand
How old were you when you were
in seat 7. $20,775.
Young, I can remember, but
Start at 15.
I only remember because they told me about it.
yeah,
Darren Elias in seat 8.
I was really young.
And Esther Taylor Brady in seat 9.
Probably not.
Hold on, guys. Listen to Nolan for a second.
I need to see Karina Jett, Dan Shack, Darren, and Gajan. Would you please see me before you go on break? We'll resume at 4.
Is this the button? Is the button here or here?
Or the
Oh, and just in time to reset the table. We're taking a break. That's perfect. Well, I know you're headed out there, Tom. Thank you. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to see you.
You're going to play to the
I hope I get to play.
And then I'd
I
probably
think that's the plan.
pick up. You know, I'd like
52-50. Watch it. Any predictions? Would you like to bet on whether Phil says something about what I buy in for?
Would you do 51
not at all.
For you. You got it.
It's a criminally insane number.
Yeah.
All right.
This one was gonna pay.
That's why I asked. I don't think I like.
High card for the tip. $25.
The only one I lost, I let someone pull my cards.
There's an ace.
Ace of hearts.
That's an ace.
All right, and we are back
Safe.
here at the Sherry House Casino.
We had 2 aces.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Thank you.
Good old Philadelphia Freedom shining on me out here.
It's really amazing.
Philadelphia, PA, for Poker Night in America live stream. Of course, this is a
Nice stack,
high stakes cash game, 25-50
Nice
blinds.
stack.
Thank you, Sean.
Players can pull the $100 straddle anytime they want. Min buy-in 5,000, max buy-in
You made a kid not want to
20,000.
come back to the show. You beat him so bad yesterday.
And I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us today. We do appreciate you joining us.
What's his name? Aaron?
A new player on the table
Now.
as Tom Schneider goes from the
He
booth
played it bad.
Yeah.
to the
Of the 2 people who played it better,
to
it was
the
definitely
table, and he did buy in for $51.50. That is the police band number for the criminally insane. It's also part of my Skype number I use on my show. So welcome everybody back, and let's go around the table here for you. Chad Holloway in seat 1, $5,125.
I'm calling Daniel Negreanu. He's doing his Twitch stream. I'm doing my Twitch stream.
Gajin
He's in Monte
Jagannathan
Carlo.
in seat 2. He's got $13,750.